Hello, my name is Chandra Gardner and I'm a SmartPA partner. I joined SmartPA after launching my business in September of 2021. How did I first hear of SmartPA? Well, it was when I was looking for work. I had recently been made redundant through COVID and I was in the hospitality and hotel industry. So the type of roles that I was looking for were no longer there and they would take a few years to come back. I wanted to get back into work. So I then thought of another type of role that I could do as a PA or an EA. And that's when I came across SmartPA. I wasn't looking to set up my own business. I was looking for an employed job, but SmartPA came up and I dived deeper to look at what the actual opportunity was and what SmartPA was about. I sent in my CV to SmartPA and then I received a phone call the following day. It was a very exciting opportunity, also quite nerve-wracking, thinking, do I go self-employed or do I go back into the employed world? I had recently had my son in December 2020 after I was made redundant. So I needed to also think of my family, of when I was going back into work. Before, I was in the hotel and hospitality industry, which was working very long hours, and the type of roles that I wanted, as I said, were no longer there. So I needed to have a change. So that's where SmartPA came in. It ticked several boxes for me. I liked the idea of setting up my own business. And I liked the idea of not only setting up my own business, but having that support network that was really important for me in the background, knowing somebody was there if I did need anything. I was not completely alone. So I set up my limited company. That was the first step. And then I started the training with SmartPA, which was incredibly comprehensive, challenging at times, but the support from the training team was just amazing. If I had any worries or any concerns, I could just reach out to the training team and they were there to reassure me. Once I completed the various different assignments and steps throughout the training, I would get feedback from the training team, which was really, really helpful. And once I had completed my training, I felt a real sense of achievement. It was really, really good. I had lots of check-in calls with the various different team members within SmartPA head office. And then I finally got my launch date as the 6th of September, 2021, where I actually launched my business. By the end of the first month, I actually had 70 hours of work confirmed and contracted, all through various different channels through SmartPA. Once I had started working, I then moved over to the business support team from the training team. And the business support team is always on hand. And we had regular check-in calls with them, checking where I was, what my goals were, and if I had any challenges at any stage at all. Then, after a couple of months, I started looking at how I would be securing my own clients. I found various different online networking, as well as some coffee mornings and coffee networking, which I went to. This in the early stages grew my confidence and got me talking to even more people. And within sort of 6 months, I then joined various different networking groups. And 2.5 years later, I now have 12 clients contracted. How has SmartPA changed my life? I absolutely love what I do. I love the type of work I'm doing. I love the method and the style of SmartPA, whereby I never have a ceiling of work that I can take on. As a virtual assistant, I only have so many hours in the day. I would love more, but there are only so many hours. But with SmartPA, I can create a team and support other partners in finding the work and then asking another partner to help and deliver that work with me as an account management. I feel completely empowered. It's my own business. I can run it. I can work the hours I want to work. I can bring as many clients or as little clients as I want to. There is no stopping. Yes. Lots of people like the idea of having a virtual assistant, but people are nervous about having one. The trust levels, the confidence, their skill set. Two things within SmartPA: having a global and having a brand name provides confidence to a client. There is always backup for them to go to. So it's not just me. They can go to head office as well if they have any questions. If they can't get hold of their SmartPA partner, there's somebody that they can go to, which gives them the confidence. And the other side is SmartPA can give you various different specialized skills that maybe I don't have, but a client needs, that I can then insource and use that model to make sure I can deliver every task and every aspect that a client is looking for. You can do this. If I can do it, you can do this. It's a great journey. I've absolutely loved it. And the biggest thing is the head office team are there. Other partners are there for each other. So if you need any help in whatever format, just ask for some support. We are all here for everyone. Many thanks.